Hello Household Eco Toilet Group of Fall 2015. My name is Mike Lay. I was the group leader. The other members included Alejandra Sosa, the financial chair, Spencer Offenberger, and Skylar Krieger. Our community partner was Danielle Nzangia, and the challenge she gave us was this: how can we design a household eco-level toilet that reduces bad smell and decomposes fecal material in a fast way that motivates rural households to rely on the fecal compost for fertilizer to increase crop yields? Some of the reasoning he gave behind this is that currently in Kenya, the sanitation is a big problem. There are millions of people who are suffering and dying from diseases such as diarrhea because of poor sanitation that could easily be remedied, or so we think, with a project that we would design. From the first day, our group started to look at what was already available on the markets. Ideas included single bin, double bin, compost toilets, and these are what we based our first three ideas off. The feedback that we immediately got after presenting these first three ideas at the presentation was, how are you dealing with the fertilization? A big problem of ours was that we focused more on capturing the fecal matter and not how to treat it, which is equally as important. After the first presentation, we were a little upset with our grades and the feedback we got, but rather than focusing on that, we focused on what they told us, which was, how can you turn this into fertilizer? So it was back to the idea process, and some of the ideas we came with were compost, but that took a long time. We wanted to try and test something quickly, and that's what led us to the solar oven idea. Pretty quickly we were able to adapt one of our designs to include the solar oven, the tray idea that I had showed you guys previously, and then we thought we were ready for the second presentation. For the second presentation, they liked the idea, but they told us, what about the stigma of carrying your own poop out? What about the smell? What about the aesthetics? These were criteria that had been important to us that we had talked about before, but we had kind of neglected. So once again, we had to take the feedback with a grain of salt and go back to the idea process. As of right now, we have a solar oven idea based on something we found on the internet, and we would like to try it just to see if we could get the temperatures to meet the safety benchmark. The idea of this prototype was to see if a solar oven would work with just the sun alone. I have created a draft timeline for the second semester, which has a lot of prototyping in it. That's something that we did not do a very good job of first semester, and we dragged our feet a little bit. So I would like for second semester for the group to just immediately start prototyping, see what works, see what doesn't work, and then go back to the idea phase, go back to the design. Don't focus too much on getting the perfect prototype. I believe that if we continued to prototype over the second semester, that by the third semester we would have a pretty good understanding of a design that we could create and try and get something ready to present to our community partner.